shit, man.
Are you videoing under?
Yes, I'm videoing. Ah! I need my motorcycle. Now this right here is definitely not for the beginner grain bin builders. So typically you will build a roof with starting with the peak ring, but I do not have the correct peak ring that goes with this roof. Don't know what it would actually look like, so I decided to build it inverted without the peak ring. This is an 18-foot roof. I took the wall panels that are not for this roof either. I took the walls, I removed one panel, shrunk it down to a 15 to give it kind of a bigger eave like that one over there. See that bigger eave? So one thing I could do is pull a couple of these panels out, and then I can lift it up and it'd bring everything together, and I could have not as big of an overhang, but it would make the pitch deeper. But what I'm gonna do is lift it up now, bring everything together, and get these two bolted together, because somehow I've got to make that happen. And then go figure out what I'm doing for the roof clips, which is no big deal because it looks like this particular roof only bolted on the ribs. So I've got to find 36 roof clips or something that I can bolt to. I've got these roof clips, but I don't think I'm gonna use them. I think what I'm gonna do is use this strapping right here. I do have a pile of these big old long suckers. I've only seen these once before ever. They're about 3 feet long. It goes around the entire bin. I would get out of the middle of that. That worked better than I thought it would.
I thought it wasn't gonna work. For real.
You thought it wasn't gonna work.
No, didn't you see how it pulled it?
That's some more shit. I didn't think it's gonna work.
All right.
You're with me, of course it's gonna work. Eventually.
That part I believe eventually.
So we gotta get, we gotta manipulate that together. I'm gonna go a little higher, see if it pulls in. Is it pulling in? That's a little.
Huh?
How are we gonna get in there?
I don't know. That's a good point.
Get the bottom put together. Enough of this delay. Let's speed this up and get the last rib bolted together. This is only done this way because I did not have the starting point. I didn't have the peak ring I needed, so I'm only doing it this way this one time. So that's interesting. There's no weight on the chain anymore, and this is just hanging out. It's hanging out, it's a little floppy, but anything can be done. Now what I'm doing here is I've got to lift the entire roof off of the top ring because it's not centered. So I got to pick it up, maneuver it around until the overhang is the same all the way around the building, because I'm not building this back like a normal bin. Anyway, this is the completed roof and top ring. This particular 18-foot bin had 36 panels. 36. Typically there's like 27, but because the ribs are so close together, there's more roof panels. But anyway, this is going to be an all rusty bin. I may or may not put this roof stiffener on, and the rest of it's right there, but it's obviously for a different bin. Also, the peak ring, every fourth rib actually landed on a hole. These other ones I drilled, but every fourth actually landed. So that is not the peak ring that goes with this roof. This is a combobulation of grain bin building right here. And as far as the roof clips went, the Simpson ties, I made 36 of these with a Simpson strap-on right there. That's a Simpson strap-on. So basically, I would put the nut just barely on, then I drill a hole, bolt that, then tighten that. That would pull the roof down. So you would always do this one first, then that one. Anyway, I'm ready to start lifting this one up. And if you lift up a grain bin, I recommend you use a Super Street Radial by Super Swamper Intercoat right there, TSL. That's the best performing tire for bin raising roofs. Anyway, I'm not gonna be doing this one. Really, I'm not sure what day I'm gonna do it, but I'm running out of bolts. I'm running out of bolts, and tomorrow I've got to do a different grain bin gazebo that's just over the hill. So this one's got to wait for a couple more days. But since this bin's going to be such a combobulation of bins, let's throw a white painted cap on top of her.